Hi, I'm Megaman, and this theory video will answer the origin of all supernatural powers of Genshin Impact and their relation to light. Also, this video may contain spoilers. Maybe not from the recent quests. If you have played We Will Be Reunited quest, that's more than enough. Before we start, hit the like button and subscribe. Also, this video has the potential to get very philosophical. I tried keeping it to a minimum to make it bearable. So if this is not your cup of tea, this is your warning. Okay, let's observe and theorize what the hell I'm talking about. Have you ever wondered where all the supernatural powers of Genshin originate? Where is the last Gnosis chess piece on the board? Or what the 8th element is? For that question, my friend, the answer is there's more than just 7 or 8 elements. It's just a matter of how you perceive things. If you think something exists, it exists. Same with elemental powers in Genshin. It's not just limited to what we see. If you take the colors of the rainbow, there are 7. But as humans, we see about 10 million colors. Same with elements. Ancient gods thought 7 elements are enough to give to humans. And so humans stick to it without seeing the complete power given by the world. White light or the power of the ley lines. Take a look at alchemy or chemia used by Albedo. It doesn't resemble any of the elements we have seen in this world. Albedo extensively talks about chalk and how it is the primal source of life. Though it was talked about, it was never shown. And you can argue by saying chalk is a type of limestone and it's geoelement. But that's something from our world. In Genshin, it's different substance. Anyhow, to transmutate something into life, you need a combination of a lot of elements and a soul to pilot that vessel. If you watch Full Metal Alchemist or know Buddhist teachings, you know what I am talking about. From Hu Tao's story quest, we got to know that the ley lines carry the souls of dead. By using this information, we can say alchemy used by the people of Khaenri'ah is a form of pure energy from the ley lines or the white light. Now, take a prism for example. It takes light from the sun or any other white light source and refracts it into 7 colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Now, if we compare this to the elements in Genshin using the name card colors of rainbow, some of the colors don't match and some overlap. Hydro and Cryo both fall under the same color blue. Electro is violet, but indigo doesn't have an element. Same with red. Pyro is orange, but there is no element for red. And Anemo is a combination of blue and green. Now do you see, it's not always one-to-one match. Some are made by a combination of different colors. In our case, a vision or a gnosis refracts the power of the ley lines into whatever the preconceptualized rules allowed, and restricts the general user of these 7 powers to get trapped in a bubble. So they will not go beyond the power given to them and use the unfiltered power. It's there to either protect the humans from the harm that the pure ley line energy can do, or to stop humans from advancing technologically and disturb the balance of heavenly principles. Probably by creating mutants and life out of nothingness. Exact thing Gold did and Albedo is doing right now. The collapsed version of the name card shows 7 elements, but one space is left for one more element, and that element or color is nothingness or white light, the pure unfiltered power of the ley lines, and the original power of the twins. This is how this works. If you take white light and pass it through a prism or a glass at a specific angle, it splits into colors. But what if we trace back the same thing backwards by mixing all the colors? Yes, you get white light. To recover the lost power of our twin, with or without realizing, we travel the land of teyvet, collecting enough colors or elements to reach back to that pure form of power, split into 7 or more elements. Even though I say the pure form of power is white light, it could be complete darkness too. If we take the two twins, both resembles black and white on a chessboard, aether and lumen, right? Wrong and right at the same time. You see, they resemble yin and yang, male and female, truth and ideals. It's a matter of how you look at the game. If you pick Lumen as your MC, it's not a big deal saying she is not the true main character. If you take the meaning of yin and yang, it means even evil can turn good, or good can turn evil, or black turns white, and vice versa. Even their clothes resemble the yin and yang pair. If you look behind Lumin's clothes, it has a hint of black, and Aether's outfit has a white scarf and hints of white. If you take a white canvas and color it with every color, you get black. But if you take all the colors of light and focus them together, they become white light. All this means whichever MC you picked, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bend the rules of chess. You become the black piece that started moving second, whichever choice you picked. Now, if we take the full version of the name card and give the first position to white light, it has 4 more spaces left. This means there are 4 more types of powers we have seen or used by beings of Genshin in the past. By staying with the previous statement I did, these 4 elements are either individual or a combination of the colors of the rainbow. This position goes to the power of the abyss and the power emitted by vengeful souls of fallen gods. This power, from what I observed, is most likely indigo mixed with blue and violet. I added violet, the color I assigned to Electro, purely because the portal created by Abyss Herald in We Will Be Reunited quest made Electro sparks. The power displayed by Dainsleeve is closer to a mix of indigo and blue. The power of the Sustainer of Heavenly Principles is probably the last remaining color of the rainbow, the color red, with hints of black. Lastly, there's another element I am not so sure about, and I think maybe it's the power of time, but there is no indication of what color mix it is. These are just pure observations and could change due to many reasons, including human error. Although the name card contains spaces for only 12 elements, it's not the limit. Even the description of the name card itself tells this. Light can refract into countless colors, but people stop at 7 because they are too lazy to count. Perhaps the elements are like that too. The limit of uses of the energy given by the ley line is more than what we think. But people of teyvet just stopped at 7. And the whole world stopped at 12. It's a magical world with a huge power source. And only imagination and dedication are needed to create a new element. Look at Lisa, Senora, and other witches from Sumeru Academia and any other place. They do not need a vision to manipulate magic. Lisa wanted a vision so that she could experiment on it. Crimson Witch doesn't have a pyro vision but manipulates pyro and even has a supernatural transformation. And the blue-eyed spear witch is a witch but nothing about an element is recorded. The thing is, as players who knows a crumb of science, we might think, oh, if it's that easy to do, then why are they not doing it? Here's the thing. Me and you, know too much, at least in the standards of teyvet. And we know how the world works through science. But people of teyvet doesn't know science for the most part. And their needs are different from us. In the end, it all boils down to the perspective of individuals. Now, if we look at the bigger picture, the ley line energy is ultimately stored and transferred through the Irminsul tree. And if we take the energy emitted by the tree as white light, what is absolute darkness? Energy can be neither destroyed nor created. So, where does the cycle of energy go? My observations conclude that the PNG hanging in the sky is the place where the energy ultimately goes. The ley line energy of a world, pure or refracted, is all collected and recycled in Celestia. In our world, the whole cycle of life sustains due to the existence of white light given by the sun. So, in Genshin's world, the opposite is happening. The energy is given directly by the world and it is recycled at Celestia. That's probably how they select allergens too. When the dead souls of a vision wielder enters the ley line network, at some point it should connect to Celestia so they can extract the souls of the chosen. From this and other evidence like the polar star bow says how the Fatui march into the land of darkness and Tsaritsa's plan to rebel against Celestia, and how the Gnostic story indicates Celestia is the kingdom of darkness, I can come to a conclusion by saying Celestia represents absolute darkness, black and white, heaven and earth. If this is the case, the black hints in Sustainers' power might be an indication of Celestia's connection to Sustainer. This is where I conclude my observations. Remember, this is just a theory inside a random dude's head on the internet. If you enjoyed the theory, leave a like, subscribe for more theories like this, and comment your theories down below. I would love to hear your interesting theories. And remember, the world might be black and white, but those two colors contain all the other colors inside them. Thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next one.